The Transport Minister, we're home again, has described wheel clampers as predators and a curse on society, with the government announcing stricter controls following years of public outcry over hefty, unwarranted and unilateral fines. Parking enforcement services have until now been able to charge whatever they want to remove clamps from cars parked on private property, with some people charged as high as $700 to have a clamp off. Stories of people caught out by the system are fairly regular, prompting the government to try to step in. Well, they have stepped in to try to regulate it. But as Tom Furley reports, Phil Twyford, he wants change.
We gave a New Zealand Music Month concert for free. Outside the library, they wheel clamped me. They fined me $200.
That's Auckland musician Sasha Tane Wittenhanner. After he was clamped in 2016, he turned his experience into a song. In March, Lindy Wellington and her partner had a run-in at exactly the same spot after parking in an unmarked park opposite the library for 5 minutes. After a long, heated exchange, the clamper agreed to release the car, but took her licence and car details and told Lindy to expect a $200 fine in the mail. But that hasn't come, and now she's more afraid to go out with the threat of it hanging over her head.
That's my biggest fear, is the fact that, because they didn't win the first time, they're going to come back and do it all over again. Yeah. So I make sure when I'm out in public, I either have somebody with me that can sit in the car at all full time, or I'm rushing. And when I do go out for specific things, I don't end up getting it because I'm just too scared to even just park the car and go in and get it. It's really bad.
One of the most notorious spots in West Auckland was, until recently, a car park in Henderson on Sel Peacock Drive. Complaints about the amount of clamping forced the hand of the site's owner, which has now given the car park management to Wilson Car Parks. Speaking there today, the Minister of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, Chris Farfoy, says the government hopes to change the law and put a cap on how much people can be charged.
The problems that we've seen have been excessive charging for the removal of wheel clamps in the area of several $100s. So to make sure we do target those cowboy clampers, a limit of $100 we think will take care of that.
Chris Farfoy says they did consider a full ban but decided to balance consumer protection with the rights of private property owners. Transport Minister Phil Twyford says the new law would also allow the police to get involved if clampers try to charge more than $100.
Some of these people are real predators. I have no patience with them whatsoever, and it's long past time that we step in and regulate in the way that we are. And I don't think the public have any sympathy with people who engage in predatory behaviour like some of the worst cowboy wheel clamping that we've seen.
The news has been welcomed in part by the AA and clamping victims RNZ has spoken to. However, most, like Lindy Wellington, say more needs to be done.
Can't they bring tow trucks back in? Why can't they do it that way rather than clamp somebody's car and demand cash on the spot? I mean, even $100, it's a good idea, but $100 is even a lot of money as well.
The government aims to have the law introduced to Parliament by the end of the year. For Checkpoint, Tom Furley.